Hi, momentum makers. I'm so glad you are here today. I want to ask you all a question. Does back to school season ever leave you feeling more stressed than excited? Maybe we're all making our shopping list. We're adding up all the school supplies. We're buying new clothes, paying the activity fees, and then we're wondering, how are we going to make everything fit into the budget that we have created for our household? Maybe we've even found ourselves saying, I'll just put it on the credit card and figure it out later. Let me know in the comments, is back to school season having you feel a little stressed? Or are you just like, we'll figure it out. We always do. And maybe some of it goes on a credit card. I want you to know you're not alone if you are feeling stressed about back to school shopping or you're putting it on credit cards and saying you'll figure it out later. You're not alone. I have been there myself. I'm Stacy Johnson, a resilience and momentum specialist, and I guide overwhelmed moms to stop surviving and start building an aligned momentum toward a calmer, more connected, and abundant life. Welcome to Momentum Makers Back to School Reset Series. And today we're going to talk about something that affects almost every single family. It's how to prepare our kids for school without sacrificing our financial peace. Because here in Momentum Makers, we believe small momentum creates big freedom. So, why does back to school feel so overwhelming? Here's what I've learned over the years. Back to school isn't stressful because of pencils and notebooks. It's stressful because of everything they represent. We want our kids to fit in. We want them to have what they need. We don't want them to feel left out. So we buy that special backpack. We buy the shoes that they want, the matching lunchbox sometimes to the backpack. I remember, those days. Another water bottle, because of course, you don't have more than enough in your closet or in your drawers or in your pantry or wherever you store water bottles. Some of you are buying sports equipment because your kids are in sports. Maybe you have to purchase that specific calculator that high school students need. So you're buying a technology. And then, when you're in elementary school, you have to do the classroom donations like boxes of Kleenex or, bleach wipes because teachers all put that on their school list. And before we know it, we spent hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars, depending on how many kids you have going back to school. And many of us are left wondering, how are we going to pay for all of this? I used to remember thinking, oh gosh, here comes August. And I think, I would say, oh man, how are we going to pay for all this? Where am I going to get the extra money? The financial stress is real. But underneath that financial stress is also the emotional stress. Because as moms, we often feel responsible for making everything okay. We want our children to have experiences we didn't have. We don't want them to feel different. So sometimes we spend from emotion instead of intention. We confuse providing with proving. We begin believing that buying more somehow means we're loving more. But our children don't need perfection. They need present parents. They need emotionally healthy moms. They need connection far more than they need expensive shoes. One of the greatest habits I've learned to simply pause. Before something goes into the shopping cart, ask yourself, do we really need this? Am I buying this because it adds value or because I feel pressure? Am I making this decision from peace or from that panic feeling? Creating financial freedom doesn't begin with making more money. It begins with making calmer decisions that align momentum. One of the greatest gifts we can give our children isn't another item, it's wisdom. Talk to them about the budget. Let them help prioritize. Ask if we can only choose one special item, what matters most. Teach them the difference between needs and wants. Teach delayed gratification. Teach contentment. Those conversations will serve them much longer than any backpack ever will. Can I share something personal with you? After losing my husband unexpectedly, everything changed. Like many moms, I suddenly felt the weight of making every financial decision on my own. I realized I didn't just want to survive month to month. I wanted choices. I wanted peace. I wanted to know that unexpected expenses wouldn't immediately create panic. But here's what I also knew. I did not want another job. I did not want to work evenings. I did not want to miss more time with my daughters. And as a busy mom, time mattered just as much as money. So I started looking for something simple, something that could fit into my life instead of taking over my life. Eventually, I found an affiliate opportunity that completely changed the way I thought about earning extra income. What I loved most was how simple it was. I wasn't stocking up products. I wasn't shipping boxes. I wasn't spending hours every day working. I wasn't licking envelopes. I wasn't writing out letters. I simply had one affiliate link that I could share naturally with people who were already interested. And honestly, I was so amazed. I started making money right away. And what began as a way to create a little extra breathing room has continued to grow into something much bigger than I imagined. The income potential has been incredible. But what means even more to me is the peace. Knowing I'm building something that can help my family today and in the future. And I've been able to set my kids up with accounts. So they are building accounts so that when they are parents, they won't have this financial stress or this pressure that we feel. And that's why I talk about financial freedom here on Momentum Makers. Not because I believe everyone needs to do what I did, but because I believe every mom deserves options. Maybe your next step is creating a better budget. Maybe it is paying off debt. Maybe it's finding another stream of income, like like what I'm using. And with that extra stream of income, you could pay off debt, you could have more time freedom, and you wouldn't have to feel that financial stress when you're out there buying those school supplies. Whatever it looks like for you, know this. There are more possibilities than you may realize. So, and if you're curious about this affiliate opportunity that's been such a blessing for me, I've included it in the link below. Take a look. Explore it with curiosity. No pressure. I'm not going to sell you anything. Explore it. See what it's about. Just another option that might create more financial breathing room for you and your family. So this week, I want to challenge you to do three things. First, write down everything for your child that they truly need before you go shopping. Second, set your spending limit before you walk into the store, not while you're shopping. And third, check out that affiliate link that I shared below in the description and check it out. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. These small aligned momentum challenges are going to create that freedom for you. In today's conversations, I encourage you. I'd love for you to become part of our Momentum Makers community. And so hit that subscribe button. This is a place where busy moms stop surviving and we start thriving, where we choose curiosity over criticism, community over comparison, accountability over perfection, and aligned momentum over feeling overwhelmed. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week's episode, where we're going to be talking more about in this back to school reset series about setting simple morning routines that can help your family begin the school day with calm instead of chaos. So until next time, remember, small momentum creates big freedom. I'll see you in next week's video.